Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. We are going to take a deep look into something that surrounds us every single day. Yet so many people still fail to understand how important it truly is, and that is the importance of trees. People walk past them every day. They sit under their shade. They enjoy their fruits and cool breeze, but very few truly realize that these trees are the foundation of life on Earth. They are the silent guardians that keep our planet alive, balanced, and full of energy. Yet we continue to ignore them, cut them down, and treat them as objects instead of living beings that work endlessly for us. When we look at a tree from the outside, it seems like a simple green plant standing quietly in the corner of the world. Its leaves dance with the wind, its branches stretch toward the sun, its trunk stands tall and firm. But behind that calm picture, there is an extraordinary natural design. Every leaf is like a solar panel absorbing sunlight and turning it into energy. Every piece of bark is like armor protecting the inner life from damage, heat, and pests. The branches create a perfect balance between strength and flexibility, able to hold thousands of leaves yet bend softly during storms. Every tree is a natural work of art, built by millions of years of evolution, where every inch has a purpose and every cell performs a vital task. The roots below the ground spread deep and wide, sometimes larger than the visible tree itself, holding the soil tight, preventing erosion and giving stability to the earth around them. This strong structure makes trees not just beautiful, but powerful symbols of balance, patience, and endurance. Inside the tree, there is an entire world working silently day and night. The trunk carries life through thousands of tiny channels that move water from the roots up to the highest leaves, while carrying food from the leaves down to the roots. This internal circulation system is far more efficient than any human-made pipeline. The roots absorb water and minerals from the soil, converting them into nutrients that keep the tree alive. The leaves take sunlight and carbon dioxide and create oxygen through photosynthesis, the process that allows all animals, including humans, to breathe freely. Every tree is a factory of life, working without rest, without fuel, and without pollution. Its interior is built with perfect logic, showing how nature creates systems that are both strong and self-sustaining. When we talk about performance trees, outperform anything created by human technology, while humans create cars that release smoke and factories that fill the air with poison. Trees take that same carbon dioxide and convert it into oxygen. They clean the air we breathe. They lower the temperature, they give shade, and they store water in their roots to prevent floods. They even reduce the noise of cities, acting as natural sound barriers. A single mature tree can absorb more than 48 pounds of carbon dioxide every year and produce enough oxygen to support 2 people. It cools down the surroundings by releasing water vapor through its leaves, reducing the heat of cities and towns. People often underestimate this performance, but it is what makes our planet livable. Without trees, the balance of gases in the atmosphere would collapse and temperatures would rise beyond control. Trees also have an amazing ability to protect us from danger. Their safety features are built directly into their structure. When heavy rains fall, their roots prevent landslides and soil erosion by holding the ground firmly. When floods come, they slow down the movement of water and help it soak into the ground, reducing destruction when strong winds blow. They block and break the force of the air, acting as barriers when sunlight becomes harsh. They give shade that protects skin, eyes, and animals. They absorb harmful gases like sulfur dioxide and ammonia, cleaning the air in ways no machine can. They also protect wildlife, providing shelter and food for birds, insects, and animals. Without trees, countless species would lose their homes and disappear forever. The protection trees offer goes far beyond humans. It extends to every creature on Earth. They are the living shields of nature, silently working to keep life safe and balanced. Trees have unique qualities that make them stand out among all other natural creations. They are self-sufficient. They do not depend on others for energy. They use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to make everything they need. They are also incredibly generous, giving fruits, medicine, wood, and shade without asking for anything. They are the only living systems that can create oxygen and store carbon. At the same time, they provide cooling in summer, warmth in winter, and peace. To the human mind, studies show that being around trees reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and improves focus and creativity. People living in green areas are often happier and healthier than those living in concrete cities. The presence of trees improves mental health because it connects us with nature. It reminds us of calm, patience, and balance, which are often missing in modern life. Another powerful feature of trees is their ability to unite communities. Neighborhoods with more trees are safer, cleaner, and more connected. People are more likely to walk, talk, and interact when surrounded by greenery. Trees increase property value, reduce energy bills, and make places more peaceful. They are natural architects, shaping the environment into a space that feels alive. Even in the busiest cities, trees stand as reminders of what balance and beauty really mean. When it comes to value and price, trees are beyond comparison. They are the most affordable investment on Earth, yet their worth is infinite. Planting one small tree costs almost nothing, but the rewards continue for generations. One tree can provide oxygen for 2 humans for an entire lifetime. It can filter thousands of gallons of water every year and absorb tons of harmful carbon from the air. If we measured their value in economic terms, the services trees provide would be worth trillions of dollars worldwide every year, yet people rarely see them. That way we pay for electricity, gas, and machines, but ignore the free work trees do for us 24 hours a day. People buy luxury cars and expensive gadgets that lose value within years, but a single planted tree increases in worth as it grows. It helps the planet stay cool. It feeds wildlife, and it continues to provide benefits long after the person who planted it is gone. Trees are not just part of the environment. They are the foundation of life itself. So why do people not understand the importance of trees? The main reason is that trees work silently. They never complain. They never demand attention. They do their job invisibly, unlike machines. They do not make noise, they do not advertise their usefulness, and they do not stop. Working when ignored, humans are often drawn to things that make sound, that show activity, that look powerful. Trees are the opposite. They stand still, quietly giving everything without expecting a reward because of that. People forget their value. Another reason is disconnection from nature. Modern life has moved humans into cities filled with concrete, glass, and steel. People spend most of their time indoors under artificial light, breathing filtered air surrounded by machines. They forget that every breath they take comes from trees. Every bite of food depends on photosynthesis. Every drop of clean water is filtered through roots and leaves. People do not see the process, so they stop valuing it. Education also plays a role. Schools teach about trees, but rarely connect that knowledge with daily life. People learn facts like trees produce oxygen, but they do not feel the urgency behind that truth. They do not realize that cutting trees means cutting the source of air and life. Another problem is short-term thinking. People focus on quick rewards. Planting a tree does not bring instant results. It takes time to grow. It takes care and patience in a fast-moving world where everything is about speed and profit. People do not have the patience to invest in something that grows slowly but lasts forever. Humans have forgotten the art of patience, and trees are the perfect teachers of that lesson. Trees are also victims of industrial expansion. Forests are cleared for roads, buildings, and farms without realizing that those same forests are the lungs of the planet. Deforestation destroys balance. It increases heat, reduces rainfall, and causes species extinction. It even affects human health by increasing air pollution and lowering air quality. The more we remove trees, the more we destroy our own future. Every tree cut down is a step closer to environmental collapse, and yet people keep cutting because they cannot see the invisible thread that connects trees to their survival. We must remember that trees are not just plants. They are living systems that sustain all life without them. The soil dies. The rivers dry up. The air becomes unbreathable and the planet turns into a desert. Trees create rain. They store water. They protect mountains and fields. They are the reason animals migrate and birds sing. They control the climate more than any technology can. If humans truly understood this, no one would ever harm a tree again, because harming a tree is harming life itself. The future of our world depends on how we treat trees. Today, planting one tree is like planting hope. It is a promise to the next generation that they will breathe clean air and live in balance with nature. We need to bring back the respect that ancient people had for trees. They saw them as sacred symbols of life, strength, and wisdom. Modern society must rediscover that connection, because without trees, there is no future. Technology cannot replace them. Machines cannot produce oxygen, and factories cannot create rain. Only trees can do that. If every person on Earth planted just one tree every year, we could reverse much of the environmental damage in just a decade. It is a small action with massive results.